Gentlemen, we are back, and on this episode, I will be looking through probates to see if there are any properties, land in particular, that would be potentially good for the FHA OTC program. So with that, let's get into it. All right, I hope you can see this. So long story short, probate properties are properties where the owner has died or is otherwise incapacitated, and they don't have a will for their properties, so they have to be sold. Those assets have to be sold in court. So this is usually what I do in order to search. Actually, I'm going to check out a different site. So one of the largest agents in Southern California area that handles probates is Kennedy Wilson. They always list their auctions on their website. So what I'll do, and they're actually very, very easy to work with. So I usually come here first to get a quick view of anything interesting. And as you can see, they get deals consistently and all over the place. Ooh. What is this? A single family home in Caliente. The hell's Caliente? Caliente. California. Caliente. California. Oh. It's outside of Bakersfield. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. So that's kind of it. So it looks like they have this plot of land here, but it's all the way out in Bakersfield, which is not necessarily ideal for me. So that's a no. Another popular auction house that I like to check is Flans in Wiener. They do like standard auctions in addition to probate auctions. So I'm going to do a quick check to see what they have here. Lakewood, Tustin, mostly looking for land here. So they don't really have that much. Okay, that's fine. And then last but not least, I will come to an individual county's court website, and then I'll check their probate calendar in order to see what probate properties are coming up for sale. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that process looks like. I'm going to search between, it's a little soon. I'm going to search between Wednesday the 20th. No, that's too soon too. It's like Labor Day weekend. Okay, let's search 9 through, let's search all of September. I found it. So I actually have not updated this sheet in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and get a new one started. All of these are old, so I'm going to pass through those. And then we're going to check LA County as of 8/23. And so there are two major courthouses in LA County where I will check. Antelope Valley, which is up essentially in Palmdale, Lancaster area. And then Stanley Moss, which is based in downtown and usually handles all the other properties in this LA proper area, greater LA basin. So just from habit, I know which departments to check. So I'll start with Department 11, and pretty much, yeah, I'm just going to, even if you're not interested in trying to buy land in order to develop, I think this is a helpful exercise because it'll literally show you how you can find different properties that are coming up for probate sale. So this is something that I do pretty often for clients when they're ready to start looking for something. So if this coming up at night, I'm going to split this screen because that's going to get irritating really quickly. Okay, so 9/11. So this is honestly, I won't run through the whole thing because I am going to check the entire calendar. But I'll kind of break down how I set up my sheets. So I do it like this. I make sure I get the case number. I make sure I get the name. Let me go here. And then I make sure I get the time as well as when the actual bid is going up for sale. So this is an example. I'm just going to repeat this process here. We have one coming up 9:13, 8:30, 11. And that's kind of crazy that that's it for this entire department. So once I've completed department, I'm going to go to the next one, which is department 29. Excuse me. And then I'm just going to do, again, a search for confirmation of sale hearings. I'm going to copy that information. This one's coming on 9/4, case number, case name, department 29. We have another one, Ellsbury. And then I'll put this in here, 8:30:29. And then we have this one, a Miss Blanche Davis. I think that's how you say that name. So put the case number, case name, 29. Okay, so essentially once I get a list like this, then what I'll do is I'll copy and paste each case number. I'll go back up to the top, and then under online services, it will say probate notes. So I'll click on that, and then I will paste that case number into this case number here where it's asking for it, and then I'll hit search. And then once I hit search, it'll actually give you a very brief outline of upcoming cases, upcoming appearances for that specific case number. So in this instance, this property is for 100% interest in an improved property. So that means there's a house on site for this, I'm assuming, home in Castaic. And they're asking $709,000 for the initial bid, which is far and above what? How did they get 709? That's interesting. Okay. So it's, I don't think so. Oh yeah, 675, 709. And then this is, hey, let me get this property. And then I plug it into here. And then I go ahead, obviously this is way above my budget, so I'm not going to waste my time looking at that, but I will keep it on hand for a potential client. And then I just keep going down the list. So I go to the next case number. There are no future notes available, which is really sad because there should be. And then I go to the next one, and then there are for this one. So then I go ahead and check. Final distribution. Where is the... Yeah, it's crazy because like this used to be so much easier, and now sometimes it'll be a situation like this where like there is a hearing coming up for the sale of a property, but they won't list it in the probate notes even though they're supposed to. So this is probably something that I'd probably have to just check in court, but I will keep going down to another one. Oh my God. No future hearings, which is false. And then I have this one. All right. Whoa, I got a lot of action on this. Future hearings, 9/13, confirmation of sale. Whoa, I got a lot going on in this case. Former attorney. Oh my God, I actually know that attorney. That is so funny. Why are they hiding these notes? That's so freaking weird. All right, then we go back to the calendar. And then I'm gonna restart my search. I finally found one. So I've checked all of these. And again, usually the information is on here, but it's not for all of them. But I did get a hit with, but it's not land. That's the thing. And it's, let me see. So this is case number ending in 1501. All right. So I got to this department. Frank Joseph D'Amico. Oh yeah, for 8:30. Okay. So this one is happening next week, which is like very soon. Got some drama happening, and then I essentially scroll down, and then finally I see that they have the property information. So this is a property that will be going to overbid for $384, which is actually not bad. Wow, that's actually not that bad. Where is this? And this is also what I like to do, is figure out where the heck it is. That's not horrible. That's not horrible. Not my goal, but not horrible. So yeah, that is something that obviously will not work for my purposes, because again, I'm trying to buy and build land. However, I'm still going to mark this down because I can share this with a client, which is what I will do. And you've got a little inside scoop because you watched it first. But yeah, so essentially this is not working the way I wanted it to work, because literally the last time I checked this, you were able to get information for every single property, and they've literally moved that off the website, which means I have to go into the physical court in order to check it. So let's wait for part 2 of this video. All right, so I had the chance to go into court, and well, first I had the chance to finish the list from what I could pull online, and then I went to court and then checked it like at the computers that they have. So I was able to come up with the full list. And sadly to say, there are 2 vacant land properties, but they're both expensive. Like one's in Wilmington, one's in LA, and they want like 400 and 500,000 for it. So that is definitely not going to work for my purposes. The only thing that kind of stands out to me is that land in Caliente, even though I dismissed it so quickly the first time. And that's because the overbid is only like $55,000. And they're saying that there's a house on there. Like, I think it might be worth going to see. So I think I'm going to go see that. And then I'm going to start, so I can kind of like check that box. Like I checked the probates, great. I checked all the major auction houses, great. Now I think it's at the point where I need to start like going out and seeing these properties, these land, and see if there is potential there. And then also doing the back end research for them to see their development potential. So that is my next step in this journey. Even though I wasn't able to find like one standout lot, because it happens sometimes too. Like I'll see a lot on here for like $6,000 or like $10,000. So I was hoping for that, but I'm not seeing it this time around. I'll continue to keep it updated. But good news is, I mean, I have a list of properties to like pitch to my clients, which is good. I mean, that's just necessary. And then, yeah, you also got a look at the process of searching probate properties in the LA area. So that is something that you can use if you are local in order to find some investment properties. And yeah, so with that, the journey continues, and thank you for watching.